Welcome to the Dr. DC podcast.
Really?
Say hi to your mother for me. Hey, say hi to your mother for me.
Yeah, if I was on that podcast, it wouldn't have crashed.
My name is producer Richard, and across from me, the doctor himself.
Hello?
It's each week we talk about the weird and wonderful world of DC, and we're fielding questions from listeners like you.
Man. Bet you're all excited this week is over, huh?
This is some Docmas 12 shit.
It's crazy how bad these episodes have been.
I don't know what happened.
I mean, here. Bright side, it can only go up from here.
I mean, that's a very definitive statement for something we do not know.
Yeah. That's usually a bedroom line for me.
Hey, it can only go up from here. My bedroom it can only go down from here.
Okay. I don't think that's as hot as you want it to be.
Yeah, I don't think it can only go down from now on. And by that, I mean worse.
Oof. Oh, man, these fucking episodes. Jesus.
That's right. It's fucking Fanagar, Fanstravaganza.
This feels like when Austin Powers lost his mojo.
Part 6. Did I make that joke in Vancouver to you?
No.
It's a joke I kept making to Sarah, which is every time we pass the street Hornby, I kept saying, do I make you Hornby,
baby? It's a pretty good joke.
It makes me so happy.
Do I make you Hornby?
She literally walked away from me once. I was like, no!
Wow.
Top-notch comedy.
God, you're funny.
That's right. Fucking part 6, baby. This is the last day.
Thank you.
That's just facts.
Finally, we could be released
from this sweet grip of life.
Oh, jeez.
That's right. Hashtag last year of the Fanagar.
Last year of the us.
That's right. That's how we say that. It's almost done.
You're dragging this out. Just do it.
What do you want me to? You want me to read the thing?
Yes.
Oh, you want me to read the question?
Yeah. Now you're playing coy about it.
Know,
now we're being like, oh no, like we can vamp. We're definitely like on fine form. Why don't we fill some time?
What question?
Great idea.
I don't have any questions.
Fucking do it, Jesus.
Do it. Do it slowly.
Do it. Do small.
Do it
very slowly.
That's right.
Your cool name is Doris.
He came back.
Well, no, that time it was the voice modulated voice from True Lies. Your code names are Boris and Doris.
Your code names are
where's SpongeBob? Your code name is. Great.
What was that?
No This is why I wanted you to get to it.
What's our code name?
The more we vamp, the worse it gets.
All right, well, let's go
this
over
is like an episode of like Star Trek where the crew starts like just having like neurological degeneration for no reason.
Oh, you mean when we turn into like cave people?
Yeah, or something.
Yeah, something on Twitter.
Oh, Twitter.
First question comes from our favorite religious representative.
Yes.
Yes. That's right. And by yes, he means Chris Chan.
So sorry. Fuck.
Who asks,
Jesus.
I've heard that the Masters of the Universe movie was meant to be a fourth world movie. Can you explain how they are similar?
That's interesting. I guess there are some sort of analog kind of things.
Sure.
You know, I guess your Skeletor is meant to be your dark side, and you know, it is kind of like
I'm dark side.
It is a kind of like fantastical, if not slightly, you know, old-timey other realm. Although the New Gods have like you know, He-Man does too, though. There's like characters with like guns and stuff, and then also there's swords and shit.
Yeah, I'm sure on He-Man he was just gunman.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
There is a guy who has like a thing in his chest, isn't he? Or
yes. I can't remember what his name is.
Blastoise.
But then there's also Beastman would maybe be like Calabac, kind of.
Yeah.
There's probably a few analogs. He-Man's like Orion?
Sure, yeah, that makes sense.
But is He-Man like the son of Skeletor? Is that a thing?
No.
Well, I don't know. I actually don't really know that much about He-Man. Although I did very briefly Google, Masters of the Universe Fourth World, just to see what would come up.
Yeah.
And the very first thing that comes up is from He-Man.org, and they go, false, this was never going to be a Fourth World movie.
Oh, really?
But then a few down, there's a Screen Rant article that's like, the Masters of the Universe was inspired by all of these things. And there's another article that's like, Masters of the Universe takes inspiration from. But so there seems to be some defensiveness from the Masters of the Universe community.
Even maybe they were inspired, but probably not.
They're in the way that all things are. There's likely some kind of inspiration there, but unfortunately, I think I just don't know enough about He-Man or the Masters of the Universe. I think it would shock me, though, it wouldn't shock me to learn that He-Man and the Masters of the Universe as concepts take inspiration from the Fourth World or things like that. I think it would shock me to learn that they were like, we're going to make a Fourth World movie, and then they're like, we'll just do this.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean? Like, that feels way less likely to me. It's possible that the Fourth World is inspiration in general, but the idea that it's like, oh yeah, we were on the cusp of a Fourth World movie feels incorrect.
Yes,
you know what I mean. That I don't really buy. But yeah, I suppose there are probably some analogs there. But I don't know. I think it's it feels a little flimsy to go as far as to say like they reskinned a Fourth World movie or something like that. You know what I mean?
Also, like Mattel created He-Man, and not like that was for. It was
they existed.
It was
already.
A toy.
Yeah. Well, a cartoon before the movie.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The toys came first, though.
Yeah, but what I mean is. Well, I mean, when did they start? Fourth World comes out in the 70s.
And this is the 80s.
Right. Okay. So they probably did take inspiration. But yeah, I find it hard to believe that like they were like, we're about to make a Fourth World movie. And they're like, we actually probably shouldn't do the Fourth World. It's like, well, I guess we'll make Masters of the Universe. It's close.
Yeah, I guess. I think that maybe it was just inspired and someone turned it into.
I think it's just that it maybe in its inspiration, in general for Masters of the Universe, it draws some inspiration maybe from Fourth World. And then eventually it got a movie.
Yeah.
So it's like by the transitive property, there's some Fourth World in that movie, but not. It would surprise me to learn anything different than that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Next question comes from the most interesting resident.
Stephen Marion Almagro?
No.
Andrew Delgado?
No.
Roland Sabas?
No.
Then I have no idea.
It's obviously Steven Salazar.
Oh. Sorry, Stephen. You're one of four.
One of four what?
Most interesting residents.
Mm-hmm. Nice save.
I like Steven Salazar. He's got some thirst trappy Twitter content.
We do appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's nice. Steven asks, in both his Up in the Sky and Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, Tom King really understands the vulnerability and compassion for humanity the super family has. Do you think with the success of these books that we could see a push for a kinder, less gloomy Supes?
Yeah, I mean, I think we mean in other media.
Yeah.
Because if you read comics, Superman's great.
Yeah.
And has been great.
Yeah.
It's never really, certainly not recently, not really been a problem in comics.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I think in general, the appetite has shifted, and even if you're the most staunch Henry Cavill fan, and there's a good reason to be, he's excellent casting.
Yeah,
I think everyone wants to kind of see him get a shot at something that's maybe truer to what we like about Superman. Not even necessarily truer to character, but just definitely like more truer to the symbol, truer to what we want Superman to mean to us.
Totally.
And I think lots of people are just like, well, yeah, keep every, like, you know, like I don't think anyone's throwing the baby out with the bathwater kind of thing with it, but I certainly think that like good stories can add to that, but like I don't know that Up in the Sky or Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow have such widespread readership that they're going to change hearts and minds of the people that are discussing movies.
Yeah.
I think it's just more that, you know, we're increasingly more and more into the realm of like true comic book accuracy, where it's not just like we're a little ashamed of it. It's not just like, but what if it was real? We're just going like, no, this is real. We're kind of shifting the, you know, like I think even something like the new Doctor Strange does that more than other Marvel movies do, which is just like, no, there's like color and weird crap and kind of wonder and shit like that, you know? And I think, you know, the Aquaman movie gave us that in the kind of fantasy other worlds, like what's to explore under the sea sort of kind of thing. And, you know, Shazam gave us that with the fun and the heart. And I think we're getting more and more and more of that. It's not outrageous to acknowledge that the appetite for a true optimistic, hopeful Superman movie is out there. I mean, especially because things are shitty.
Yeah.
You know?
People want not just negativity anymore.
Or did not like the idea that realism equals
darkness.
Where it's like, no, if it was real, it would be like 9/11.
Yeah, and it's like
just like you like
that's a version of real.
It's not necessarily wrong. Like when Man of Steel came out, I was like, yeah, if two people that powerful were fighting, it would be bad for us.
Yeah.
They're right, but does that mean we need to see it or we want it,
or that's the only thing that we want,
or that's the only thing that we want? No, of course not. So I do think we're due. I do think people want it. I don't know if I'd specifically attribute it to King's writing of the super family, but in general, yeah, I mean, comic Superman,
there's a place for it for sure.
Yeah, and people want it, and I do think that's the more vocal contingent out there, even among the people that are like, yeah, bring Henry Cavill back.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, give me a fucking all-star Superman movie.
Yeah, something with some heart.
It's got pathos, but also some like heart.
Yeah, totally. I 100% agree.
Okay, next question comes from Geek Top 5, who asks, what's the deal with Doctor Strangefate?
Doctor Strangefate is an Amalgam Comics character. So Amalgam Comics was a sort of joint collaboration between DC and Marvel that were blended characters. So instead of it being like they cross over and Captain America meets Batman or something like that, they would fuse characters together if it was one universe.
That's really fun.
So you get Logan Wayne. He was Dark Claw. You get the Super Soldier was Superman and Captain America put together. Nice. The Shield is the S, but then you like some of them like hideous designs because they're literally like, what if he had the hat of this character?
Sure.
Doctor Strangefate, though, is, as you might imagine, the blend of Doctor Strange and Doctor Fate.
Whoa.
He's got the helmet, but he's got the big red cloak.
Yeah.
He's actually kind of got a dope design. I like Doctor Strangefate's look. But there was also like Iron Lantern. There were like...
Is there a Spider-Man one?
Yeah, I think it was just called Spider-Boy. It was like Superboy and Spider-Man put together. Like leather jackets. Superboy. Yeah. Yeah, what was his deal? I don't actually remember too much about the specific. Like, I couldn't even tell you his name. I don't know if he's like Kent Strange or you know what I mean? But, you know, both essentially Sorcerer Supreme, right? You know, Dr. Fate and Dr. Strange are extremely comparable that way in terms of the roles they fulfill in their respective universes. So, yeah, incredibly powerful magic user and things like that. But yeah, that's from Amalgam Comics. So, yeah, it was like if you imagine like a world between, not where the characters meet each other, but where they fuse. Mm-hmm. That's what that experiment was.
That's awesome. That sounds cool as hell.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. It's fun. It's fun in its own way.
All right. Well, with that, we are leaving Twitter and heading over to Reddit,
where everyone's nice and no one is ever mean.
Not once. I've never seen it. Last question comes from Cassandra Kane Batgirl, who asks, what is your pitch for a friendly DC Comics show starring the Batfamily?
Oh, like family friendly, I'm assuming.
It says a friendly, but
just friendly. Friendly but adult.
Yeah. No. Nice to meet you.
Oh God. It's pretty friendly.
Yeah.
I'm going to choose to interpret this as family friendly.
Sure.
Starring the Batfamily?
Yeah.
Probably CW's Gotham Knights. I'm sure there are people that will like that show. It's definitely, I watched it and I think I personally hate the trailer for that, but then I also was like,
Misha.
Not even that. It was just, I was like, it's not aimed at me.
Oh,
this isn't for me.
It's just a lot more like Vampire Diaries kind of.
It's very like,
oh my God.
Like, nobody told me that your dad was Batman. It's like very kind of like drama, melodrama, like teen kind of.
Sure, I might love it.
You probably would, actually. I think it's just not for me. But a family-friendly show with the Bat family, it needs to really showcase the family, I think, is part of it. So, if it's animated or whatever, it's really got to be not necessarily that Batman is not around, but it's got to be that thing where like Batman shows up the way the parents in Peanuts show up.
Oh, sure.
Or there's just like a, they go on the cover, you just hear like a, they go, all right. A Batgirls show, take what's happening in the comic where they are set up and doing their thing.
Sure.
That'd be a lot of fun. And then you can have the odd kind of cameo or bomb in of other members of the Bat family, but maybe you center it on them or, the Bat family. Yeah, it's tricky because for some reason it works in the comics, but when you start being like, wait, there's like 14 of you active in this city and it's still like a crime infested shithole.
Maybe the city, it can't be saved.
Yeah, you start to go like, or you guys are just like not doing a good job. Like,
yeah. Maybe you're the problem. If you keep adding more and it's not getting better.
In the comics, you kind of get around that by being like, they're on globetrotting adventures and this person's over here or whatever. If you're doing live action, it always feels a little more like, wait, you flew back for this episode? When you try to explain where they've been or something like that. But if it's animated or something, you could just do it like anthology style where it's like they're on different neighborhoods. You get different problems. Sometimes it's real supervillainy problems and sometimes it's real like poverty problems or sometimes it's, like I think there's a way to do it when you're exploring different parts of the city, maybe different kind of criminals operate at different parts of the city. And maybe as part of the season, it all is tied to one kind of big play by Black Mask or something like, what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
In the way that the first season of Young Justice had these things that just felt like separate adventures, and then you learn they're all connected by this plan that the Light has. Something similar to that would be fun. Work in animation, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind seeing like a road trip show.
That's kind of fun. Yeah,
yeah, where it's like the Bat family has to like something happens to Gotham and they have to leave.
Yeah.
And
we did it. We stopped all the crime.
Yeah. Now we need to like go somewhere else. And so it's like maybe even just like a world traveling sort of thing where they're going to like, it's a Bat Inc. kind of thing.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. And so they're
like going and setting up all of the other branches.
Yeah. I think that could be really fun.
Yeah, that's fun. I like that. Yeah.
All right. Well, that was the last question.
All right.
So it's time to play everyone's favorite game. Can you guess the name of the character based on somebody who's not read comic books could describe that character to us? I'm sobering up. It's going away. Feeling better.
This feels
feeling better.
Feels like we're more on the rails this episode.
It's time to throw us off. Give me more of that mushroom chocolate.
No. That's not what happened, I think.
It was mushroom chocolate.
But not like mushrooms.
I don't think so, but I can't trust my wife.
I mean, that worries me more if I only a little felt like magic mushrooms.
Yeah, it's true. If I was going to have magic mushrooms for the first time, I would hope I would trip a bit.
A lot more should have happened.
Yeah. Maybe we're not even recording right now.
I'm at home. You haven't seen Richard in weeks. He has COVID.
Yeah.
It's 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Oh my God. I never left for Vancouver.
I just lived 17 days in my head.
Terrifying. If you don't know how
Remember with that Star Trek episode, DS9, where O'Brien is sentenced to like 30 years of like mind prison, but it's like 20 minutes in the real world, and he comes out and he's lived like a 30-year prison sentence, and he just has to go back to fucking work the next day.
Yeah. Well, that's like that Rick and Morty thing, right?
Yeah.
Like Steve or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great sci-fi trope.
So fucked up.
Yeah.
They really put O'Brien.
Or Picard, when he like lives that
but
whole
at least
life.
that's like a nice life. O'Brien was in prison for 30 years.
Yeah, that's not good.
30 mind prison years.
Crazy.
Yeah.
At least you got that smoke show of a wife.
Oh, Keiko?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
She's a botanist.
Hell yeah.
So you know she gets the good weed.
She knows how to be a hoe.
Yeah, nobody ever goes over to the replicator and goes, indica.
Yeah. Yeah, but they don't consume alcohol either, right?
Yeah, they got all that fucking synthahol.
Which, like, what does that even
Remember
do?
when they bring Scotty out of the pattern buffer and
Oh
he's
my
like,
God.
I'd rather be dead if you don't have real whiskey.
Yes, that's true. All right. If you don't know how the game works, I send a photo of a DC character to my wife who does not read comic books, nor does she care for them. She sends back 4 clues describing what she sees. The doctor does not know who the character is. I've got 4 clues right now. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh my God. You got that last one.
I'm ready to love you.
It's because we didn't do a doc score.
I'm ready
to doc
to
score.
guess.
Jesus. All right. First of 4 clues. First clue. Giant shower cap.
The brain.
No.
Simon.
No.
Jellyfish man.
No.
Next.
Okay, next clue. Every eyeball has an eyebrow.
The 10-eyed man.
No.
Intellectron.
No.
Next clue.
Next clue. Those wings are not lifting her.
Queen Bee?
No.
Oh, Bug-Eyed Bandit?
No. No.
Bumblebee?
No. Not.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Tell me another one.
No, I'm all right. Not some sort of like insect girl.
Nope. Giant shower cap.
Okay.
Every eyeball has an eyebrow. Those wings are not lifting her.
Last clue.
Final clue. Reminds me of the witch from The Sword and the Stone.
Huh.
You definitely know this character for sure.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Every eyeball has an eyebrow. The wings aren't lifting her.
Mm-hmm.
Bleeze?
No.
And I definitely know this character.
Mm-hmm.
The Airy?
Doesn't make sense.
Firefly?
Nope.
Lady Firefly?
Nope.
Raven?
Nope. I'm
trying to think of characters with multiple eyes. You gave me a little look there, and I don't know if that's supposed to throw me off the scent or not.
I wouldn't do that.
So, fuck. Something demonic. It's Circe.
Nope.
There's Raven. Does Raven have a fucking sister or some shit? Fuck. It's not one of the demons through like Wrath, Gast, Abnegazar.
Nope.
Fuck. What were all the clues again?
All the clues are as follows. Giant shower cap. Every eyeball has an eyebrow. Those wings are not lifting her. And reminds me of the witch from Sword in the Stone.
Mother May I?
It's Mother May I. Oh, wow. Wow. Ooh. I wasn't sure. That was like cutting it real close.
It was close. It was close.
That's right. It's Mother May I.
That's right.
That's very funny. From Teen Titans.
Holy
Go.
shit.
That's right. Is that where's that character come from?
Just the cartoon.
Is that it? Yeah. It
I
doesn't,
don't
because I couldn't see it anywhere else. It was only that version of it that existed.
Pretty sure Mother May I is only from the show.
Very funny.
Yeah. She's got kind of like psychic powers, and she has a sort of like Hansel and Gretel kind of shit going on.
Yeah. Very funny.
Yeah.
Were any of your residents able to get that? That was... Woo. I mean, well described. But
very well described, yeah.
It was really just... It's a character that only exists on that show.
Yeah. Woo-wee!
I know. I was like, the Raven, I was like, well, you're getting there. You're getting there.
Man, that was close. That almost didn't happen.
If you were able to guess, let us know. If not, maybe you just want to talk DC with us on the internets. Why don't you join us on all of our little homes online, like our Facebook.
Dr. DC Podcast.
That's where we live. Twitter.
That's where I live. At Dr. DC.
Yeah, that's where you rage.
Yes, against the dying of the light.
Yeah.
A quote inexplicably used repeatedly in the Black Adam promotion.
Weird. Instagram.
Dr. DC Podcast.
Mm-hmm. Our email.
drdcpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Why are you agreeing? This isn't the quiz.
Subreddit.
r/Dr_DC.
Yeah. The doc phone is open.
208-917-3238.
Nice.
208-917-DCEU if you're nasty.
That's right. We are on TikTok.
At Dr. DC.
We have a website.
drdcpodcast.com.ca. You didn't do your setup for the first one, so you couldn't do it for the second one.
We are a website.
Hey, if there's one thing we always say,
we are on website.
We are a website.
Yeah. Give us a
websites. They have those on the internet now?
Yeah. Mr. Simpson, you don't think I made all my millions by buying people out? Buy them out, boys. Send us some physical mail and give us a review.
Yes. 301 Hogue Street, HOGE Street, Whitehorse, Yukon, Canada, Y1A1V8. You can send that to either Richard Eden or Reed Vanya.
Yeah.
And then on the latter point, give us a review. If it's not on Apple Podcasts or Facebook, take a screenshot and send it to us. We're getting very, very close to the 200 review mark where we do the Lord of the Rings
the
miniseries.
Star Trek podcast, who knows?
I mean, I also wouldn't say that.
We got a record coming out. I mean, lots of stuff.
Yeah. Watch for our album drop.
That's right, baby. Follow the Bitly link. Check our link tree.
Our SoundCloud.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, Michael Haggerty could make us some beats.
That is true.
That's fucking that goddamn.
That's
all my sandwich sluts out there.
Aggressive.
Well, why don't you give us $5 or $7? on our Patreon.
Or one.
Yeah.
We've got a Patreon, patreon.com/DrDC. There's a $1, $5, and $7 level. They all give you access to the Doc Squad, our awesome fan community. And then at the higher levels, you also get bonus episodes, theme polls, videos, all sorts of fun stuff that helps to support us.
That's right. Give me support.
We were doing well.
I'm slipping.
This one was fine.
Hey, I'm slipping, boss. I don't know what to tell you. All that's left is to talk about the other podcast.
The good one.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah, Ghostfacers is a Supernatural rewatch. We're going through every episode of the CW Supernatural. We talk about real world monster lore, behind the scenes stuff about the show. It's a ton of fun. Go
You
check it
guys
out.
like Segal Clarks? He's on a few of them episodes.
What is happening?
Hey.
Who are you?
Supernatural guy.
It's me, Supernatural guy.
Yeah,
Richie.
My name is Supernatural.
Your name is Sue.
Yeah.
Supernatural.
I'm a boy named Sue.
Oh, is that a boy named Goo?
No, it's a Johnny Cash song.
Oh, is that what that's a reference to?
Yeah, it's Supernatural.
Because the Goo Goo Dolls put an album called A Boy Named Goo.
I think that's what that's a reference to, yeah.
Huh.
Maybe.
Well, that's going to upset someone, I'm sure.
I thought the boy was about... Oh, God.
Jesus.
Goo. Goo.
Good Lord.
Yeah, subscribe to Ghostfaces.
Yeah, for more of this.
Yeah, baby. $5 or $7.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
You're circling back. We are at the end of the week. We have to finish this episode. We can't keep going forever. It's crazy that you won't just end it.
We want Facebook? We're on there.
Oh, you want to? Oh, God. Adios.
Welcome to Dr. DC
No.
Podcast. Ciao, ciao.
Heroes, they always fight for what is right. Live with danger and adventure, they are men of might.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.